What's up, y'all? Cameron Cris back again.
Back again.
This time we got 1090J did going over to Diddy. It said Diddy facing life in prison after the freakiest
Freakiest federal. That why they had to title it like that?
Why it had to be the freakiest?
That's not good. Oh my goodness.
First of all, you laughing at me trying to get out. I'm like, how you say this? Like
of a 3-count indictment.
All right, let's go make sure we get everything.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
Combs is dangerous and poses an ongoing threat to the safety of the community.
When Combs didn't get his way, he was violent.
Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. We knew this was coming. His spirits are good. He's confident. He's not guilty. He's innocent of these charges.
Damn, Diddy. Back at it again with the freak shit. On Monday, September 16th, 2024, the feds made their move, taking Sean Diddy Combs into federal custody inside the lobby of a Manhattan hotel. His arrest would come 10 months after multiple allegations of freak nasty abuse. Cassie would be the first to file a lawsuit.
Is there any footage of him being arrested? Have we seen him have you seen any? I don't know if I've seen any.
What's freak nasty abuse?
Oh my god. It's the title is already Freakiest Federal
Takedown. Too far
Takedown.
with his word choices.
Oh my god, let's go.
Hotel. His arrest would come 10 months after multiple allegations of freak nasty abuse. Cassie would be the first to file a lawsuit accusing Diddy of savage beatings, rape, drugs, the list goes on. Well, the very next day after the lawsuit went viral, Diddy, Diddy's lawyer, and Cassie settled the lawsuit with the terms to be kept confidential. The speed of how fast the lawsuit ended pretty much answered everyone's question as to did he do it. In the following months, both women and a man would come forward with more deviant allegations. Homeland Security would strike, conducting early morning raids on Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami mansions. Following the raids, a video of Cassie being assaulted by Diddy would take the internet by storm, as the lawsuit alleged Diddy paid $50,000 at the time to make the video disappear. Howard University would revoke Diddy's honorary degree and terminate the scholarship program in his name, and the mayor of New York City would also request the key to the city be returned.
Yes.
It would appear Diddy knew what was coming, as he traveled back to New York City, checking into a hotel on September 5th in anticipation of the indictment. Just 30 minutes before the feds took him into custody, Diddy could be seen laughing and mingling with fans in Central Park. At one point, he'd even meet with his lawyer on a park bench. It would appear Diddy was taking it all in. Pause. As he knew this may be the last time he sees the city he ran for the last 30 years. The unsealed indictment would reveal Diddy has been hit with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The feds would allege that for decades, Diddy abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Diddy relied on his employees, resources, and influence of the business empire he controlled, creating a criminal enterprise that engaged in or attempted to engage in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. In other words, Diddy used his power to get his freak on. Diddy engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse toward women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of this abuse, Diddy manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated, freaky activity with male sex workers. At times, Diddy, or those working for him, would fly out women and sex workers to his location. He'd make sure they were willing to participate by supplying them drugs, controlling their careers, using financial support, and threatening to cut them off financially while using intimidation and lastly, violence. Physical abuse by Diddy was recurrent and widely known. Since 2009, he'd assault women by striking, punching, dragging, kicking, and throwing things. These assaults were at times witnessed by other people, including in 2016 when he kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at Cassie before trying to bribe the hotel workers to remain silent. Diddy would even use his employees to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and freak nasty behavior. Members of the Diddy enterprise were well involved in his dirty work and worked together to preserve, protect, promote, and enhance the power.
So they already probably got them.
About the smaller people.
Yeah, everybody that, because I'm pretty sure they're going to have witnesses.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. Yeah, you got on right. So you get all of them and let them, hey, you need to testify, you need to give your statement, you got, and then you work your way on up to the top. Yeah, I guess so.
I'm wondering why he said it like that. Like, like they got caught too. Like they all guilty. Other people too.
Well, that's what everybody's stuff gonna come have it. Yeah, they all guilty.
Reputation and brand that is Sean Diddy Combs. See, Diddy's disciples wielded enough power and prestige to lure women into Diddy's orbit, often under the false pretense of a romantic relationship. These women were then forced or coerced into engaging in acts with male sex workers in what Diddy referred to as freak-offs. These freak-offs were elaborate and produced performances that Diddy arranged and directed while electronically recording and pleasuring himself. Domestic and international flights would be provided, and these freak-offs would occur regularly, sometimes lasting multiple days and involving multiple people. Diddy distributed a variety of drugs to keep his victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes unbeknownst to the victims, Diddy kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in such acts with sex workers, and when the freak-offs were done, Diddy would provide IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use.
That's how much freaking they were doing.
They needed
freaking
an
and
IV.
drugging. Yes, they were supplied with an IV. Yes, after they did.
I ain't never needed no
that many.
IV.
You ain't had no freak off.
I guess I ain't had no damn freak off.
Multiple days.
They went in
Freak
and
out.
they come out. Only thing came was drinks and food.
And more drugs.
Use. Diddy's disciples would often book hotel rooms, stocking them in advance with the required freak-off supply list.
Baby oil.
The list would include drugs, baby oil, lubricant, extra sheets, and lighting. During the raids of Diddy's mansions, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including drugs, over 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and lube. They'd also seize firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers, one of which had a drum magazine. The feds are using 16 years worth of dirt to essentially bury Diddy inside of a federal prison, and in a desperate attempt, Diddy's defense team proposed to put him on home detention with a $50 million bond secured by his Miami mansion. But the feds would give 15 pages of reasons why the judge shouldn't allow it. The letter would highlight much of what the indictment states, including one freak-off in 2012 which Diddy had to pay $46,000 to cover the damages done to a New York penthouse. In 2011, Diddy and a conspirator kidnapped an individual at gunpoint to facilitate breaking into and entering the residence of someone else. 2 weeks later, Diddy's disciples set fire to that person's car by slicing open the convertible top and dropping a Molotov cocktail inside the interior. Since 2008, allegations of Diddy's violence against...
One of them rappers said he burned his car.
Yeah, that was the one that Cassie was cool with.
Yeah, he said he burned up his car. I guess that's the same car.
Women has been reported in the public media, but more recently, there has been an outpouring of allegations dating back to the 90s. The weapons recovered inside of Diddy's home are also a federal concern. While 6 legal weapons were found stored in safes, 3 AR-15s were found with defaced serial numbers, making them very illegal. A drum magazine loaded with 59 rounds of .223 ammo was found in his Los Angeles mansion, where high-capacity magazines are very illegal. To make a long story short, the feds said Diddy's dangerous, has a shitload of money, and is definitely a flight risk, so the judge denied his bail. As of now, Diddy resides in a not-so-luxury concrete cell within MDC Brooklyn, a federal facility that holds over 1,700 inmates of all calibers and has been home to many big names, from rappers like 6ix9ine to mob boss John Gotti. It can be expected that a ton of new information will keep coming out regarding this case, possibly more charges, and even more arrests. It's also likely that Diddy may have some information he's willing to share in order to secure his freedom. So while the industry has turned their backs on him, many may be sweating, knowing what they did in Diddy's darkness is about to come to light. And as for Diddy, he's facing a minimum 15 years and up to life in federal prison.
Like, oh, I'm gonna let it finish. Because who?
Now I think it's safe to say,
who could he possibly have that he gonna tell on that would hurt or care about? Anybody would care about? Like, who gonna really care?
What you mean?
Because everybody know why you doing it, and I'm pretty sure everybody who already know who was in his orbit.
His orbit.
And you know, at his sex parties.
His
and stuff.
orgies.
Oh yeah, his orgy. I'm saying in his orbit.
His
My
circle.
point is, who you go? And if it's somebody that big, they'll just get him killed in jail, just like all the other people that got names and got dirt on people. They die in jail by hanging themselves.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? You see
yeah.
what happened to Epstein?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was like, "Ooh, Epstein got all the names." Where he at now?
Oh my gosh, this is a mess.
It's a mess.
This is just a plain
It's
old
Diddy.
mess. And this video, the way these things that's being looped, he wasn't hiding this too much, because when you look back at his videos,
He wasn't hiding.
and you'll see little bits of
everything when you
cool,
find
and
something
then
out, then you go back. You
he's
like,
being
look
charged
at
with. Yeah,
Right there in
look
our
at him
face.
in that corner, and it's with that video camera recording, hollering out, telling them what to do.
He got the camera.
He
the
got
bottles.
this outfit on that's like not really out, but he got this whatever jacket he got. That is just too. You got, and y'all right. You gotta pay attention. I'm telling you, go back and look at all this stuff. It's gonna be in probably all their videos.
I'm saying, think about it. When
We
he
gonna
was
see a
with
little bit
Kevin
of
Hart.
something.
So like, yeah, we got a party. Like he was telling people,
I'm
you
saying
ain't
you
never
just pay
party
atten-
with me.
I
No, you
know.
ain't really. You really
I'm
ain't.
saying, it's
Like,
gonna
are
be
you
people
kidding
gonna
me?
pick up on that stuff now.
we all expected this would happen, we just didn't know when. The fact that he only has 3 counts is somewhat surprising. I thought it would have been more, because all the allegations against him are so crazy and in depth. But racketeering is pretty much bundling up everything into one charge. At the end of the day, he has 3 charges. He's facing 15 years minimum up to life. And the way the feds work is you're either gonna tell on somebody or you're gonna get fucked. Now, the type of case he has, anything sexual, when you get locked up, it's frowned upon to the point that you can be a target. But that's more so for people that aren't so
Regular
rich and
people.
aren't so famous. I'm not sure how it would play out for him, because he has money to sway the crowd. But this is the thing. They may also come for the money. They may come for his properties. They may come for everything. And if they're able to take away his means of defense and making things happen, they're taking away his power. We're just gonna reduce him from a music mogul to a famous person with not so much money. But what I think is gonna happen, and what I know is gonna come to light, is a lot more names, a lot more people, possibly more arrests, a lot of people falling back. And you know, Diddy has a lot of information on people. This shit's kind of similar to the Epstein shit, when he was bringing people to the island, except Diddy was doing this shit over here. You're flying people through, you're recording them, you're giving them drugs, whatever. Now Diddy his life is on the line. And we're gonna see how desperate he gets. We're gonna see how desperate other people get. Yep. We don't know how deep this is gonna go, and this is only the beginning. Guarantee it won't be the last video I make on it, as the updates are just gonna come rolling in. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with.
1090 Jake funny. He used freaky and all that.
Oh my God! Yeah, the way he sound like a reporter. He always basically say something. They be like, "No, right.
Had the freakiest freak off of all time.
Now he just lost all seriousness.
Making it sound too freaky. Though.
Oh my God! This is gonna be a mess. This
gonna be the next Epstein R. Kelly.
Oh,
if they got, because I'm saying, why would as a police? That's what I'm saying. Who could he possibly have dirt on that the feds would want? Meek Mill? Like, who? Like some powerful people that the police like, yeah, I want him. If somebody that the police want, because who would they want more than Diddy?
I don't know. We don't know who Diddy, over Diddy.
Right.
It got to be somebody.
Right. So they're going to get rid of him.
You said they're going to get rid of Diddy.
Yeah, and that's my point. If it's anybody that powerful that the police got interest in,
well, maybe. Well, I don't know. Well,
they ain't trying to get Bobby Smurder for that.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be.
I'm gonna give you less time
people.
so you could tell on. Mary J. Blige for something
people.
Like, come on, man.
So many videos, so many people.
Yeah, that boy
people
been at
should
it forever.
be
But
so mad that he didn't delete these videos.
The craziest part is that people been saying this. You go back, people been saying this for 20 years.
You know who first person I thought about, and I still don't know all this stuff or whatever, but...
Orlando?
No, I was talking about Jaguar Wright. How she been, and people been, she get called a lot of, crazies. Let's see how much of that
gonna come to light.
Yep, that's what I want to see. Like, was she really... whole time, and then they made her, they did
but
what
be
drove
saying,
her, made her
she
look
be
crazy.
Going overboard.
Well, maybe
she
it's
like
overboard. We don't
Charleston
even know.
White.
Well, maybe it is overboard. Of course, a lot of stuff I don't like that Charleston White say, but then you'd be like, okay, but at the same time, it's like, no, just like he say. And that's the same thing with her. She has, it may be so much. You don't know what. We don't know. And now it may all come out like she was saying. Well,
but let's wait and see. We're going to wait on the next one.
Yeah.
But, hey, thank y'all for watching. Y'all like this video, subscribe. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.